Sirens outside my window, lullabies of the block. Mama on her knees praying, stove light on the clock. No dad in the picture, just a space in the frame. Learned early how to hustle, learned late about shame. School said I had potential, streets said I had a name. Corners taught me confidence, pain taught me the game. Men came through my mother's life, none of them stayed. I learned how to trust money more than promises made. Sirens outside my window, singing me to sleep. Dreams getting buried where the pavement cracks deep. I wore a crown I didn't earn, chase respect, not truth. Sirens outside my window, raising broken youth. Mama said be careful, I said mama I'm fine. But fine was just surviving one more night at a time. Easy women, fast cash, slow poison in my hand. I was trying to feel like a king in a sinking land. Friends turn to numbers, numbers turn to bids. I learned how to smile wide while I poison my kids. Not blood but the block, everybody watching, every move on trial, every sin still clocking. Sirens outside my window, echoes in my chest. Every wrong decision wearing Sunday best. I wore pride like armor, fear like proof. Sirens outside my window, yeah. Raising broken youth. First arrest hit different, cold still on my wrist. Mama cried in the hallway, I still said I'm good with this. Judge spoke, consequences, cell door spoke louder. Every night replaying how I ended up hit coward. No crown in the mirror, no throne in a cell. Just a thin metal bunk and a long road to hell. Heard a man read scripture in the quiet of the tear. Didn't believe in God, but I listened through fear. If freedom's more than breathing air, why did I feel trapped out there? If chains can live inside your mind, maybe prison's where I'd find a truth I never chased, a grace I couldn't fake. Bible with missing pages still spoke my name. Said chains fall off, said mercy's a flame. I prayed wrong words, but God heard right. For the first time in years, I slept through the night. It didn't feel holy, didn't feel clean, just felt seen, yeah. Like maybe my story wasn't done, like maybe freedom had begun. Sirens outside my window, fading in the past. Now it's quiet in my spirit, learning how to last. No more running just to prove. Sirens outside my window, but I'm walking with the truth. Sirens still scream somewhere tonight, but not in my soul. Jesus met me in the dark and taught me how to go. Small kitchen table, Bible worn thin. Coffee gone cold, but she still leaned in. Bills on the counter, hope on her face. Talking to God like he lived in a place. She worked double shifts, came home dead tired. Still found the strength to sing through the fire. I didn't see it then, thought faith was weak. Didn't know heaven was hearing her speak. Raised by a praying mother, on her knees, no cover. While the world tried to pull me under, she kept calling my name to heaven, yeah. Raised by a praying mother, faith when the math didn't number. I walked away, but her prayer still followed, yeah. I was raised by a praying mother. No man stayed long, just shadows and lies. Promises left with the morning light. I learned how to be tough Way too soon, learn how to read a room, not a Bible verse. Mama never spoke bad, never cursed their name. Just said hurt people hurt, let God handle the pain. I thought love was temporary, faith was pretend. Didn't know she was fighting battles I'd never see them. Raised by a praying mother, hands shaking, heart stubborn. Still believe God could reach her son, even when I ran from heaven, yeah. Raised by a praying mother, tears fell, faith stayed stronger. Didn't listen, didn't follow, but I was raised by a praying mother. Yeah, I chased money like it could heal me, chased women like they could feel me. Mama saw it all, never turned away. Just said, baby, I pray for you every day. I laughed it off, said God ain't real, while she cried alone, asking him to shield. Well, I didn't know every whisper plea was stacking grace for the future me. If love sounds like a quiet prayer at midnight when nobody's there, if strength looks like standing alone, still believing God brings sons back home, then I know where my faith was born. In a tired woman, still holding on. Prison walls couldn't block her prayers. She wrote me scripture, said God is there. First time I opened that book myself, felt every word is something else. I saw her face when I bowed my head, heard her voice in the things I read. I was saved by iron bars, I was saved by a praying heart. Raised by a praying mother, every tear undercover. God was working on me undercover, yeah, while I was lost and reckless. Oh, raised by a praying mother, faith deeper than a struggle. I didn't know it then, but I'm standing, yeah, 'cause I was raised by a praying mother. If I walk straight now, if I stand tall, it's not just me, it's her prayers that fall from heaven to earth through grace and fire. I'm living proof of a praying mother. No name on the birth certificate, just a line left blank. Mama said God knows you, even when the world won't say it back. I asked her where my father went, she said, baby, I don't know. Learned early how to fill the gaps with anger in my soul. School forums asking questions I couldn't explain. I carried that silence like inherited pain. Every kid had a hero, I had questions and doubt. Tried to build a man from the pieces I found. No name on the birth certificate, but the streets gave me one. Taught me how to stand tall, taught me how to run. I was looking for identity in places that destroy. No name on the birth certificate, yeah, just a lost little boy. Mama never spoke bitterness, never cursed his name. She just said her people run and prayed I wouldn't do the same, but I did. I chased power like a substitute dad. Every tough look I wore was a mask I had. I thought manhood, man, never being weak, never asking questions, never turning the cheek. So I learned how to fight, learned how to sell, learned how to bury feelings and play it well. No name on the birth certificate, but the block knew my face. Every mistake I made, still remember my place. I was chasing respect, but I was starving for truth. No name on the birth certificate, still trying to
No name on the birth certificate, but the blood knew my fate. Every mistake I made, still remember my place. I was chasing respect, but I was starving for truth. No name on the birth certificate, yeah, still trying to prove. I saw families in churches, fathers holding sons. Felt something twist inside me like I miss where I'm from. I said, God, if you're real, Why'd you let him leave? Didn't no unanswered questions still count as belief? I wore my pride heavy, like it paid the rent. Didn't know I was angry at someone heaven already sent. A father I never asked for, a love I never claimed. Cause I didn't think someone holy would want a kid like me named. If a name is more than letters, if it's calling, if it's truth, then I was searching all my life for something only you could do. I didn't know you called me son before I ever knew the word. Didn't know heaven wrote my name long before I fell on her. Yeah, prison paperwork asked me questions again. Father's name, emergency contact, who's kin? I stared at the box like it stared back, and for the first time didn't feel attacked. I wrote nothing down, but I prayed something real. Said, God, if you're Father, then teach me to heal. That night I read a verse that changed everything. You are my child, felt heavier than any rain. No name on the birth certificate, but heaven knows me now. I don't need blood to define what you already vowed. I was chasing identity, streets and abuse. No name on the birth certificate, but I belong to you. If my father never signed his name, God still signed his love. And I don't walk abandoned, I walk chosen, I walk love. Yeah. No name on a bird.
Came and went, love lessons left in. Taught me how not to hope, how not to depend. I was looking for strength in whoever showed up. Men came and went, but love never stuck. Men came and went, men came and went. Look, I saw mama try to believe every word they said. I saw disappointment teach her how to pray instead. I hardened up early, built walls in my chest. And nobody stays, then I won't invest. I thought manhood meant never needing a guide, just pride and a fist and a place to hide. Didn't know I was learning abandonment well. We're in independence like a prison cell. Men came and went, no roots, no fence. Every goodbye carved something in. I told myself I didn't care, but I built my whole defense on the truth that men came and went. The streets became teachers, corners became mentors. Gave me rules with no mercy, rewards that were empty. I copied what I saw, power without grace. Didn't know love could be steady, didn't know faith. Every man I follow faded out fast, so I stopped looking forward, started living in past. I thought if nobody stayed, neither would I. Didn't know God was near the whole time. If you stay when others leave, if you mean every word you speak, then you're nothing like the men that shaped the holes in me. If your father showed me how to trust what I don't see now. Men came and went, left lessons, left ends. Taught me how not to hope, how not to depend. I was looking for strength in whoever showed up. Men came and went, but love never stuck, oh, never stuck. Men came and went, prison showed me patterns clear as day. Men still came and went, transfers, release dates, but one voice stayed steady through the noise. Calling me son, not inmate, not boy. I started reading red letters late at night. Saw a man who stayed, who gave his life for sons who never learned how to stay. For hearts trained to run away. Men came and went, but Jesus stayed. Didn't flinch at my past, didn't walk away. I don't chase approval, I don't fear abandonment. Men came and went. If I stand different now, if my roots run deep, it's because I finally met someone who keeps every promise he ever said. Yeah. The man came and went. The man came and went. No, our man came and went. I wore a crown I found in the gutter. Called it power, but it weighed like hunger. Shine in the dark, but it cut my skin. Every wind felt hollow when the lights went dim. Respect on the block, fear in their eyes. I mistook intimidation for being alive. I sat on the throne, made of borrowed pride. Didn't know kings don't need to hide. I wore a crown made of rust. Looking like gold, fell apart with trust. Heavy on my head, poison in my blood. I thought I was rising, I was stuck in the mud. Yeah, a crown made of rust. All that shine still wasn't enough. Yeah. Money stacked high, spirit bankrupt. Laughing loud, but my heart shut up. Easy love, late nights, empty rooms. Perfume in the air, death in the fumes. Every cheer faded quick as it came. Every high needed more to feel the same. I ruled a kingdom, built on fear. Didn't know freedom was never here. I wore a crown made of rust. Praise from the crowd, turned to dust. Every promise broke, on touch. I thought control was love. Yeah, a crown made of rust. All that shine still wasn't enough. Yeah. Police lights flashing like a warning sign. Sirens preaching truths, I decline. Handcuffs colder than my grin. I felt the crown fall when they locked me in. Mirror in the cell showed who I was. A tired man chasing fake applause. I bowed my head, not in defeat, but for the first time, honesty. If a real crown doesn't rot, if real power doesn't stop at the edge of fear and lies, then maybe I was blind. If a king would wear the cross instead of guarding what he's got, then everything I call strength was just lost. Yeah. Read about a crown of thorns, worn by love rejected, torn. A king who chose pain for me. Redefine what royalty means. I laid my rusted crown down slow at the feet of grace I didn't know. Felt lighter than I ever had. Trading fake control for truth I lacked. I wore a crown made of rust. Now I wear mercy, now I trust. No throne to defend. Just a heart he's reshaping again. I wore a crown made of rust. Now I bow to the King of love. Yeah, yeah. If you're ruling from fear, from pride, from dust, you don't need another crown. You need His touch. Lay it down, lay it down. Let grace take what rust has found. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, no. If you're ruling from fear, from pride, from dust, you don't need another crown. You need His touch. Lay it down, lay it down. Let grace take what rust has found.
Easy money, hard nights, counting cash at dawn. Sun coming up, but the darkness still on. Mama said it slowed down, I said bills don't wait. I was feeding my pride, calling pressure fate. Phones buzzing non-stop, everybody wants in. Didn't know every dollar came stitched with a sin. I slept light, heart heavy, dreams all broke. Laughing with the crew, but my soul felt choked. Easy money, hard nights, eyes open, no peace in sight. Fast cash, but it cost my life. Easy money, hard nights. Yeah, the math never had it right. Hate and fear every single night. Ooh. Yeah. Money came quick, left quicker. Trust got thin, paranoid thicker. Every knock on the door felt loud. Every siren felt personal now. I couldn't relax, couldn't pray. Didn't know how to sit still anyway. Women came easy, left me empty. Whole room full, but nothing in me, yeah. Easy money, hard night. Heart racing under city lights. Trying to feel strong, feeling small inside. Easy money, hard night. Easy money, hard nights. If peace is wealth, I was bankrupt inside. I watched friends disappear for biz. Some came back cold, or some never did. I said that won't be me, kept pushing my luck. Didn't know the Nile digs the deepest rush. Mama's tears hit harder than cups. But pride kept saying it ain't enough. I kept chasing numbers, chasing more. Didn't know I was losing what matters for. If money talks, why did it lie? Why did it promise then watch me die inside? Not breathing, just moving fast, trying to outrun a shadow past. If peace don't come with the pain, then maybe I was paid the wrong way. Now I got caught, pockets full, heart empty, pride dog. Sitting in a cell with time to think about every choice at the brink. Easy money, never paid my soul, just renting me confidence, charge control. For the first time I asked what's true. For the first time I talked to you. Easy money, hard night. But prison showed me a different light night. Balls outside but my mind felt right. Easy money, hard night. Easy money, hard nights. I laid that chase at the cross that night. If you're chasing fast cash to feel alive, ask what it's costing you inside. Easy money fading in the dark, but truth leaves a permanent mark.
Yeah. The block was my classroom, concrete and fear. Teachers wore hoodies, lessons were clear. Trust nobody fully, watch every move. Respect is survival, weakness is food. I learned how to read faces, quicker than books. How silence can speak, how danger looks. Graduation was making it home at night. Honor roll was living through another fight. Block lessons written in scars. Every corner taught me who we are. I learned what to do just to stay alive. Block lessons, truth without lies. Yeah, the syllabus was pain, repeat it each day. Get it before it gets you, don't give grace away. We memorize codes, learn when to run, learn how to carry weight when you still a son. Mama said choose right, Block said choose fast. God whispered softly, streets scream loud and fast. I failed every test where mercy applied, passed every quiz on protecting my pride. Yeah. Block lessons carved in my chest, taught me how to stand, never how to rest. Every answer came with a call. Block lessons, winning while lost. Block lessons carved in my chest, taught me how to stand, never how to rest. Every answer came with a call. Block lessons, winning while lost. Yeah, I learned leadership by who had the most. I learned loyalty fades when the pressure is close. I learned love don't last, it just rotates. I learned hope is a joke when your rent's past due dates. I learned prayer was something old folks do. Didn't know heaven listens in alleyways too. I learned to keep God out my plan. Didn't know he was still reaching for my hands. If truth only comes when you're quiet enough, why did it take prison to lower the noise? If wisdom is knowing what's killing you slow, why did I need bars to make that choice? In a cell I replayed every class I passed, every lesson learned that didn't last. Saw how the block shaped what I became, but it couldn't heal me, it couldn't save. I opened the Bible like it was contraband, read about a man who rewrote the plan. Said love your enemies, forget the debt. That lesson hit harder than the rest. Block lessons taught me to fight, Jesus taught me how to live right. Block lessons taught me control, Jesus taught me how to save my soul. Yeah. Now I walk back different, head up slow. Same streets but a different code. I don't flex pain, don't chase the crown. I plant seeds where I once broke ground. If you're learning to block, hear this too. Some lessons protect you, some poison you. There's a teacher greater than survival stress, and his lessons lead the rest. The block taught me how to stay alive. Jesus taught me why. I'm unlearning fear, relearning grace. Class dismissed, I found my place. The block taught me how to stay alive. Jesus taught me why. Yeah. Now I walk back different, head up slow. Same streets but a different code. I don't flex pain, don't chase the crown. I plant seeds where I once broke ground. If you're learning to block, hear this too. Some lessons protect you, some poison you. There's a teacher greater than survival stress, and his lessons lead the rest. The block taught me how to stay alive. Jesus taught me why, Jesus taught me why. Fast life, slow death. Nobody tells you that part. They show you the highlight, never show you the dark. I was moving like tomorrow wasn't promised to me. Didn't know every shortcut was robbing me quietly. Laughing in the fast lane, foot down, no brakes. Heart numb, soul tired, wide awake. I thought speed was strength, thought stillness was fear. Didn't know God was patient, waiting right here. Fast life, slow death. Every smile hiding what's left. Running hard from the truth. Fast life, slow death. Yeah, the clock kept moving even when I had nothing left. Days blur together, nights stay loud. Surrounded by people, still lost in the crowd. I made money quick, spend it quicker, trying to outrun the truth, but it followed me closer. I said I'll slow down later, I'm young, I got time. Didn't know later was a lie. I designed every choice I made, carved deeper grooves. Didn't know momentum could kill you too. Fast life, slow down. Heartbeat heavy in my chest. I was breathing but I wasn't alive, yeah. Fast life, slow down. Every step away from God still felt like I was being led. Sirens sounded like a metronome, keeping rhythm with the life I chose. I lost friends to graves and bits. Still told myself it won't be me, kid. Mama said slow down, you're moving too fast. I said this is the life, call wisdom to pass. Didn't know love was trying to save my breath, while I sprinted straight toward a slow death. If life is more than moving fast, why was I scared to stop? If silence makes you hear the truth, maybe that's why I ran nonstop. If God speaks in quiet tones, no wonder I missed his voice. I was too busy chasing noise. Prison for stillness I never chose. Time slowed down, exposed my soul. Fast life ended in a metal room, when minutes felt heavy like years too soon. That's where I met grace, patient and calm. Didn't rush me, didn't shame my past. Jesus walked where I couldn't run. Taught me life doesn't end when you slow down. Fast life, slow down. But slowing down saved my breath. Found truth in the pause I hated. Fast life, slow down. I stopped running from God and found the life I was chasing. If you're moving fast to feel alive, ask what you're leaving behind, because real life starts when you stop and let Jesus take control.
Metal slammed shut, echoed in my chest. Freedom on the other side, regret on the rest. Concrete floor, thin mattress, flickering light. First time alone with my thoughts every night. No crew, no phone, no money to call. Just my name on the list and a number on the wall. I thought God couldn't reach this place. Didn't know grace walks concrete halls. Cell door gospel, preach without sound. Open a place where none is found. Bars on the window, chains on my pride. Cell door gospel met me inside, yeah. I heard a man praying 2 cells down. Voice shaking like he'd been broken and found. Didn't sound strong, didn't sound fake. Sounded like someone with nothing to take. He read from a Bible, missing the cover. Said Jesus saves even the worst among us. I laughed it off, said that ain't me. But the words kept following silently. Cellar gospel, whispered at night. Truth hitting hard in a dim prison light. I try to ignore it, try to stay cold, but something in me wanted hope. Nights got long, noise faded slow. Thoughts got louder than I'd ever known. Every choice lined up in my head. Every warning I ignored, every tear mama shed. I said, God, if you're real, prove it now. Didn't know surrender starts with how. Not with confidence, not with a plan, but with broken words from a broken man. If you can hear me through iron and stone, if you still call prisoners your own, then meet me here in my worst place. Show me mercy, show me grace. Said peace didn't rush me, sat real still, like true waiting on my will. I didn't feel lightning, didn't fall down, just felt lighter when I turned around. I read red letters late every night about a man who paid my price. Cell stayed small but my soul felt free. First time chains fell quietly. Cell door gospel changed my view. Didn't fix my sentence but it fixed me too. Bars stayed locked but my heart let go. Cell door gospel taught me hope. If God can meet me here inside, then there's no place he won't arrive. Cell door gospel, simple and true. Jesus came through. Yeah. They called it a unit, called it a block, but at night it felt like a room where time stops. Concrete walls, steel doors, echoing pain. Every man carrying ghosts with a different name. No stained glass, no wooden pews, just tired eyes and the weight of truth. I never planned to meet God here, but desperation makes the altar clear. Concrete chapel, golden bear, but I felt heaven, meet me there. No preacher's voice, no organ sound, just grace when my knees hit the ground. Concrete chapel, broken men, learning how to breathe again. Morning count like a call to prayer. Same routine, same silent stare. Some men angry, some numb inside, some reading psalms, trying not to cry. I saw faith stitched with regret, hope written in cigarettes. I used to think church needed walls, didn't know God answers from a cell call. Concrete chapel, no disguise, truth showed up without the lights. No offering plate, no polished smile, just mercy walking every aisle. Concrete chapel, open wide, let the worst of us step inside. Yeah, yeah. I pray sitting,
If you can build a church from stone, if you can claim a place this cold, then maybe you're not scared of me or the things I did nobody sees. If worship is a humbled heart, then the cell is where mine starts. I watch rivals bow their heads, watch tough men cry over bread, watch forgiveness take its time, watch mercy cross invisible lines. No image to impress the crowd, just broken prayers spoken out loud. The chapel wasn't built by hand, it was built by men who couldn't stand. If you can build a church from stone, if you can claim a place this cold, then maybe you're not scared of me or the things I did nobody sees. If worship is a humbled heart, then the cell is where mine start. I watch rivals bow their heads, watch tough men cry over bread, watch forgiveness take its time, watch mercy cross invisible lines. No image to impress the crowd, just broken prayers spoken out loud. The chapel wasn't built by hand, it was built by men who couldn't stand. I don't wear religion like a chain, don't fake joy, don't hide the pain. I learned faith isn't how you look, it's choosing truth when no one's hooked. That concrete room still walks with me when I face old streets, old memory. Cause God didn't stay behind, He rebuilt the chapel in my mind. If you think you're too far gone, if you think your chance is done, there's a chapel where you are, built from wounds and broken hearts. Concrete chapel, open door, grace lives here forever.
I wrote prayers in my head I never said out loud. Didn't trust my own voice, didn't think you'd come around. Paper stayed blank, pen stayed dry. I thought if I named the pain I'd fall apart inside. Questions stacked heavy like on an open mail. Why him, why me, why did I fail? I kept my doubts sealed, stamped with pride. Letters to God I kept locked inside. Letters to God I never sent. Fear told me you wouldn't read them. Every word I swallowed back, still weighed like evidence. Letters to God I never sent, but you knew every line I meant. I hear other men pray bold and clean, like they knew the language, knew what it means. I compared my mess to their polished sound. Thought my broken words would let you down. I thought faith meant confidence first. Didn't know honesty breaks the curse. So I stayed quiet, played strong, while my soul kept drafting letters all along. Letters to God I never sent, written in regret and resentment. Every doubt I tried to hide, still cried out in the silence. Letters to God I never sent, but you were close the whole time. Night count finished, lights went low. My thoughts got loud, nowhere to go. I finally spoke like nobody heard, just half-formed prayers and shaking words. Didn't quote scripture, didn't sound wise, just told the truth I had buried alive. I said I'm angry, I'm scared, I'm lost. Didn't know that honesty was the cause. If you read hearts instead of pages, if you hear groans instead of phrases, then maybe every unsent prayer was already reaching you there. If silence still counts as need, then you were listening to me.
Something shifted, not dramatic, just peace where fear was automatic. Like a weight I'd always known, finally set down, finally gone. I stopped trying to sound safe, started letting grace have its way. Every tear became a line, every breath a different kind.
Letters to God I never sent turned into prayers I finally meant. Didn't need the perfect tone, just needed not to be alone. Letters to God I never sent, now I live the truth of them.
Now I speak plain, speak real, about what I fear, about what I feel. I don't hide my questions from you. I learned that doubt don't scare you too. Every word I used to keep is now a bridge instead of a wall in me. I don't edit my heart anymore, I let it knock on heaven's door. If you're holding words you're afraid to pray, say them anyway. God reads what you never sent, and He answers before the end. I expected freedom to feel loud, like shouting like victory in a crowd. Thought chains would shatter, walls would shake. Didn't know grace moves in quieter ways. I prayed for a moment I could point to, instead I felt peace slowly come through. No fireworks, no dramatic scene, just a weight lifting invisibly. Chains fell quiet, no sound, no sign, just fear losing grip on my mind. I didn't feel different overnight, but chains felt quiet. I still wore orange, still counted days, still slept under fluorescent haze. But something inside me wasn't bound, even when the door locked me down. I stopped rehearsing who I've been, stop letting shame narrate my sin. The loudest chains were never still, they were lies I learned to feel. Chains fell quiet, while nothing changed outside it. Bars stayed bars, time stayed time, but chains fell quiet. I know this silence didn't scare me, didn't need noise to carry me. I could sit still, breathe slow, let the truth in without control. I read about Paul and Silas locked in, singing songs where hope shouldn't fit. Didn't need my own earthquake, just needed my heart awake. If freedom isn't breaking walls, if feeling doesn't make a call, then maybe grace was always meant down without an announcement. But chains fell quiet, chains fell quiet, chains fell quiet, chains fell quiet. I forgave people I never faced, forgave myself by naming grace. I laid down anger piece by piece, watched bitterness slowly release. I didn't walk out that day, but I walked out another way, freeing places I've been enslaved, learning what it means to be saved. And chains fell quiet, one by one, every lie undone. I didn't hear them fall, but I felt the calm. If you're waiting on the noise, the
the sign, the proof, the void. Sometimes freedom doesn't shout, sometimes chains fall quiet.
I learned how to stand my ground, how to stare without backing down. Learned early never to bend, never let them see you bend. Strength in fist, strength in pride. Never let fear leak from inside. But prison took my posture down, put my knees close to the ground. I'm learning how to kneel, learning strength is real. When I don't have to prove what the world taught me to feel. I was raised to never bow, but I'm learning how now. I thought prayer was weakness talk for people who couldn't walk the walk. Didn't know the bravest thing is laying down everything. My knees hit concrete, pride cracked slow. I met a God who already knew every lie I wore like skin, every fight I couldn't win. I know I'm learning how to kneel, not out of fear but trust that heals. I don't lose who I am, I become what I was meant to feel. I was raised to never bow, but I'm learning how now. I know. Yeah. No crowd claps when you kneel alone. No respect earned in the quiet zone. Just you and God and all your truth. No armor left, no bulletproof. I learned humility ain't defeat, it's letting love take the lead. It's choosing surrender over control, letting God rebuild your soul. It probably the walls I hide behind, the kneeling tears them down inside. If Jesus bowed before the cross, then maybe kneeling isn't lost. So I don't kneel for men or fear, I kneel because God's near, because grace met me eye to eye. When I stopped asking why, kneeling taught me how to stand on mercy, not on sand. I rise different every time, because I leave my weight behind. I'm learning how to kneel, so I can walk upright and real. I don't bow to shame or chains, I bow to love that heals. I was raised to never bow, but I'm learning how now. I know. If you think kneeling makes you small, it's 'cause you haven't met him at all. The ground is where your strength is found, when heaven meets you low to the ground. Yo. Yeah. They said freedom's when the gate slides wide, when chains come off and you step outside. I counted days, marked every wall, a fresh stare would heal it all. But even in dreams I felt confined, still running from ghosts in my mind. I learned quick bars don't own the key. You can walk free and still not be free. Freedom ain't the gate, ain't the date on paper, ain't the past erased. Freedom ain't the gate, it's so hard rearranged by amazing grace. Yeah, yeah. I watch men leave and come right back. Same habits, same one tracks. Freedom scared them more to selves, because truth meant you face yourself. I asked God what freedom means. He said, son, let me clean between the lies you learn, the pain you hide, the parts of you still deny. Hey, freedom make the gate, ain't a second chance you wait. It's waking up forgiving, Yeah, freedom ain't the game, it's the way you lay down. Yeah, my mercy says you're living. Release day came, sun hit my face, but fear walked back at my pace. Old streets calling out my name, old shortcuts, old games. I stopped mid instead, whispered prayer. Said, Jesus, if you really there, teach me how to walk this out. Teach me what freedom's about. Yeah, if freedom is truth that stays when temptation pulls my way. If freedom is choosing life on the longest, hardest nights. If freedom costs more than time, you cost the life I leave behind. Freedom looks like saying low, and every muscle says go. Looks like cutting on full ties. It's like truth without disguise. It's like patience when I'm tested, grace when I'm disrespected. Freedom ain't loud, ain't fast. It's every dime to the past. Yeah, freedom made the game, it's the road I choose today. The Jesus walking me. Yeah, freedom made the game, it's the pace that doesn't say when all life free to be. No, I breathe different, move slow. I don't chase what I brew though. I don't prove, I chase with words. I prove it with who I serve. If you're waiting on release, made it's true for me. You can lead a still today and still be locked away. Freedom met me long before I ever touched the door. It met me when I bowed my head and that Jesus lead instead. Freedom make the game in the date on paper, ain't the past erased. Freedom make the game, freedom make the game.
First step outside felt heavier than chain. Sun on my face, but nothing felt the same. World moving fast like I never left, but I was carrying someone I hadn't met yet. Old habits waiting at the edge of town. Same corner still wearing my crown, but I wasn't who they remember me as. I walk slow, learning who I am. I'm walking out a new man, same feet, new ground, old name fading. New life now, I'm walking out a new man. Not perfect but free, I didn't change my clothes, Jesus changed me. Mama cried when she hugged me tight, said God kept you, I saw it in her eyes. I wanted to promise I'd never fall, but I learned grace don't work like that at all. I don't flex strength, I don't have, I lean on truth. When the past calls back, every step felt like a test of faith. Walking out mercy, day by day, I'm walking out a new man, still learning how to stand. Old chains broken by nail-scarred hands. I'm walking out a new man, heart rewired inside. I don't walk alone, he's by my side. I'm walking out a new man, still learning how to stand. Old chains broken by nail-scarred hands. I'm walking out a new man, heart rewired inside. I don't walk alone, he's by my side. Old friends hit my phone like you back now. Same joke, same trap, same sound. I felt the pull, felt the spark, but I remember nights in the dark. I remember cell walls and prayer, Jesus meeting me right there. I didn't preach, I didn't explain, I just said, nah, I ain't the same. If change is proven over time, not in words, not in lines, then let my life be the verse. Let my footsteps preach first. If freedom is walking clean when nobody's watching me, then I'll keep my head down low and let the fruit grow slow. Yeah. Some days I stumble, some days I doubt, some days the old me tries to shout, but I don't panic, don't run away. I kneel, I pray, I stay. I don't need to be who I was. I'm covered now, washed in blood. Every morning I wake and choose to walk the life I never knew. I'm walking out a new man. Still scars but healed hands. Testimony in my stride, grace written in my plans. I'm walking out a new man. Not by will, not by might, but by the Spirit of God leading my life. If you see me pass by slow, it's because I value my soul. I don't rush where I once ran. I walk steady like a grown man. The world may not clap or cheer, but heaven knows why I'm here. I don't need fame, I don't need proof, I just need to stay true. I didn't walk out perfect, I walked out forgiven, and that's enough to live different for the rest of my living. Yeah.
Sirens sing lullabies through cracked windows. Mama on her knees praying quiet but intentional. Bills on the table, fear in her tone. Raising a boy in a house with no throne. No father's voice, just the streets talking louder. Teaching me fast how to earn a crown. Concrete taught me rules before church did. Respect came quick, love was purchased. These concrete prayers don't echo loud. They sink real deep in this kind of ground. Mama prayed hope while I chased respect. God heard words I ain't spoken yet. Concrete prayers, broken nights. Heaven leaning in the street light. I didn't know who I was praying to, but he knew me all the way through. Yeah. Men came and went like seasons do. Each one promised, none stayed true. I watched mama smile, then hide the pain. Every goodbye felt the same. I learned early, don't depend on men. Build your strength, defend yourself then. But strength without truth turns hard and cold. I was growing fat, losing hope. These concrete prayers don't fade away. They stay when the crowd all walks away. Mama cried faith in her empty rooms. God was moving before I knew. Concrete prayers, blood and tears, planted hope through all those years. I ran from God, but he never moved. He was waiting where I'd be bruised. Yeah, corner store dreams and dirty money. Fast nights chasing some from nothing. Easy women, hollow winds, laughing loud, empty within. I wore a crown, made out of fear. King of a block that didn't care. Every victory came with a cost. Every step for something lost. If prayer had a sound, it'd be quiet pain. If faith had a face, it'd look like rain. On cracked pavement, soft but strong. Still growing where it don't belong. Yeah, I mocked church, said that ain't me. Yeah, but mama's faith kept haunting me. Yeah, every time I fell too deep. Yeah, something whispered, you ain't free. Oh, I ignored it, chased the night. Yeah, to flashing lights, stole my pride. Yeah, concrete turned to stealing bars. That's when God met me where I was. Oh, these concrete prayers broke the floor, reached the cell behind locked doors. Mama prayed me into change. God turned shackles into change. Oh, concrete prayers, prison walls, mercy louder than my fault. I didn't kneel cause I was strong. I knelt cause I've been wrong. In that cell I met the truth. Not religion, something really new. Jesus wasn't distant or clean. He walked right into my mess with me. I read words I never heard. Grace hit deeper
than the earth. Mama's prayers came full circle. God was patient, God was personal. These concrete prayers finally spoke in a place where hope was broke. Chains fell off before the door. Freedom started on the floor. Oh, concrete prayers live and prove God can reach the most abused. I was lost but never gone. He was with me all along. Now every step I walk outside feels like mama's prayer survived. Concrete still under my feet, but my heart don't live in the street. My heart don't live in the street. But my heart don't live in the street. My heart don't live. But my heart don't live in the street. Yeah. Let the doors close and light punctuation. End of the run, start a confrontation. Concrete bed, thin mattress faith. Staring at a wall where the past replaced, numbers replaced. Where my name used to be, freedom feel distant. I make believe, I laughed it off, kept my pride tall. But silence preached louder than a song. Cell block revolve, no stage, no lights. Just broken man and restless nights. I didn't come holy, I came undone. That's where the real work had begun. Cell block revolver, iron stone. God met me there when I was alone. Bars on the window, truth in my chest. I found life where I expected less. Yeah, first prayer, felt awkward. Words out of place, didn't know scripture, didn't know grace. It said, God, if you real, then show me how. A tear hit the floor, pride bowed down. Chapter spoke hope with a calm old tone. Said, son, you ain't here by chance alone. I read red letters late every night. Felt them cut wrong from right. Cell block revival, whisper belief. Faith growing slow underneath my feet. I didn't clean up before I came. He stepped right into my shame. Cell block revival, locked in tight. What my soul called its first breath of life. Chains paid on, but my heart broke free. This when Jesus walked with me. Yeah. Men in the tent with tattoos and rage. Each one hiding the boy in the cage. We talked tough but cried in prayer. Shed our sins like air there. Some nights hope felt paper thin. Some nights brace rush thin. I saw killers bow their head. Saw mercy raise the dead. If revival looks like honesty, then it started there in need. No soul, no sound, just hearts turned inside. I learned forgiveness before release. Long real strength comes on your knees. I seize my pants without excuses. Name my sins, stock the use. Jesus wasn't the real height. He was piece of two in the light. When rage knocks hard at my door, great sense it every time before. Cell block revival, daily bread. Seed in my soul, rewiring in my head. I didn't earn it, didn't deserve. Still he stayed, still he served. Cell block revival, sowing beat, teaching the wolf how to be a sheep. I wasn't fixed, but I was claimed. Never walking out the same. Release day circle on the wall. The freedom already answered the call. I wasn't counting days no more. I was building faith for what's beyond the door. If prison taught me anything true, it's God don't wait from perfect you. He starts to work where you're confined, then walks you out one step at a time. If you hear this from behind the wall, no heaven hears you cry and call. Cell block revival, still alive. God save souls, one life at a time. Oh, one life. If you hear this from behind the wall, cell block revival, still alive. If you hear this from behind the wall, no heaven hears your quiet call. Cell block revival, cell block revival. Oh, yeah.
Paperwork shaking in my hands, parole day stamped like a second chance. Guard called my number, I stood real slow, heart beating fast, but my spirit grown. I used to dream of freedom loud, now I whisper thanks, head bow. Bible tucked in with letters from home, God taught me how to walk not wrong. Parole papers and songs, whoa, tell me where I've been. One says what I did was wrong, the other says I'm clean. Parole papers and songs, ink and blood stain true. One said limits on my steps, one rewrote my youth. Yeah. I memorized hope behind steel gates, learn patience, waiting on God's pace. I watch men leave, then come right back. Same pride, same road, same track. I told God I don't wanna survive, I wanna live right when I'm outside. The freedom is more than unlocked doors, teach me how to walk the floor. Parole papers and songs, rules say don't cross lines, grace says walk in the light, even when nobody watching time. Parole papers and songs, one watches what I do, the other watches who I am when the day is through. Yeah. First night free felt too quiet, no bars, no counts, no riot. City still moving, same old sound, but my heart didn't chase it down. Yeah, mama cooked dinner, we pray real slow. I felt God heavy in the room glow. I didn't need a toast or crown, just peace sitting me down. If freedom means choosing right when wrong still feels familiar at night, and let these psalms stay close to me, closer than my history. Yeah. Check-ins, curfews, eyes on me, they watching if I'm who I used to be. But God sees deeper than my case, He sees the work of grace. Temptation knocks like an old friend, same lies dressed different again. I answer back with scripture now, I learned my weapon, I know how. Yeah, I know how. Parole papers and songs, earthly chains still loose, but heaven already signed me free, sealed in truth. Parole papers and songs, one day they'll expire, but God's word will stay lit, like a living fire. Yeah. I ain't rushing success or fame, yeah. I'm building trust before a name. If I walk this road steady and slow, that's a win the world won't know. Yeah. Jesus didn't pull me out for show, He pulled me out so others know that even when your file says lost, the cross already paid the cost. Parole papers get filed away, but some still got my way. I walk free cause I'm finally led, not by my past, but by what he said. Ooh.
Yeah. Same pavement, different pace. Yeah. Same block, but a changed face. Yeah. Start from nearer, showing who I was. I'm not polite, don't get ill love. Old routes which become around. Shortcuts and trust like solid ground. Yeah, in my feet, remember prison floor. I don't chase ghosts anymore. Old streets, new shoes. I don't walk like I used to. Same world, new view. I move careful, I move true. Old streets, new shoes. Grace taught me how to choose. I don't run with the night no more. I walk with the truth, yeah. Temptation loud like a familiar song. Knows my name, knows what I want. Easy money, flashing fast. No crowns, made of broken glass. I breathe slow, cool what I read. Men don't live by bread, I plead. I ain't stronger than the pool, I just stay close to the rule. Old street, new shoes. Still best on what I did through. Same scars, new use. They remind me who I belong to. Old streets, new shoes. I don't prove, I don't lose. Every step is a quiet prayer. Lord, keep me close to you. Yeah, mama worry in her eyes. She seen this movie too many times. I told her watch my food, I talk. Yeah. Faith is proving how you walk. Church doors sit heavy still, but mercy meets me on the hill. I don't fake clean, no play strong. I show up real, I stay long. If righteousness is daily bread, then I'll eat it when I'm scared. Holiness is saying no. I say it even when I'm alone. Yeah, old friends laugh, sound soft now. I smile back like yeah, I work it out. Yeah, I don't need to win the room, I need peace when the night comes through. I lace up patience every day. These shoes were bought with grace. They ain't flashy, they don't shine, but they keep me walking straight. Old streets, new shoes. Every mile is something new. Same test, fresh truth. I don't fight it, I let them move. Old streets, new shoes. I ain't got nothing to prove. If I make it home clean tonight, that's a miracle too. Yeah, I don't know where this road will lead. I just know who I'm walking with. Jesus steady, never rush. When I'm weak, he's enough. If I fall forward now. I don't have to bow. Every step is fake, you know. Written with my soul's on stone.
She worked late, came home tired, still left the plate, still never fired. Off complaints, off bitterness. She carried hope through the mess. I never heard a curse, God once. Even when the cupboards looked in for months, she whispered prayers like lullabies. I was too hard to hear them then. Mama's quiet faith never needed a stage. She fought hell on her knee every single day. Mama's quiet faith held me up when I fell. I was running from God, but she walked with him well. Different men saying goodbye. She learned strength don't come from guys. I watched her heart get disappointed. Still she kept the house anointed. Bible open by the bed. Tears she cried that she never said. She didn't preach, she didn't pray. She just loved me through the mess. Mama's quiet faith, never loud, never proud. She trusted
got in silence while I chased the crowd. Mama's quiet faith planted seeds I ignored, but they grew in the dark when my life hit the floor. I laughed at church, laughed at grace, chased respect in dangerous ways. She stayed steady, stayed kind, let God handle the sun in time. When cops not late at night, she prayed songs with shaking hands tight. I didn't know how close I came to being lost beyond her name. If faith is staying when it hurts, if love is choosing not to curse, then mama lived the gospel true before I ever knew you. In that cell, alone with guilt, I thought of every prayer she built. I felt them hit me one by one, like son, you still love son. I open scripture with a voice, echoing you always got a choice. That night I bowed, that night I cried. Mama's faith met Jesus inside. Mama's quiet faith reached the prison cell. God answered years of prayer she never got to tell. Mama's quiet faith wrote my testimony. I found God for myself, but she walked ahead of me. Now I call her just to pray, not just when life goes sideways. I thank her for the night she stayed strong when I ran away. I walk different, speak slow, trying to live what she already knows. That faith ain't loud, it's lived, and forgiveness is how you give. If I ever stand strong today, it's on the back of mama's quiet faith.